Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well. This video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home shirt that inspired this season's home kit, the 1980 FA Cup final Trevor Brooking shirt that inspired this season's away kit. There's also the home and away kits of the boys of 86, the home and away kits for the Paolo Di Canio 99 to 2000 season. Really nice retro gear in there, and of course the West Ham colour inspired Umbro and Admiral track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts. Any purchases that you make through the link in the description below doesn't have to be just the West Ham stuff. It can be other Premier League teams, England retro gear in there as well for that matter, and also there's loads of other really nice retro gear in there, so go check those out. Any purchases that you make, the commission that the channel would normally be getting will be going to the NHS. So thank you to anybody that's making any purchases. You will be helping those that are helping us. Now, I said that I would do a video for you guys in relation to any news I come across in relation to the extension of the Premier League or the delay of the Premier League, which way you want to put on it. Now, it came out earlier today that UEFA have written to all clubs within Europe asking for football to be resumed in July and August. Now, now bearing in mind the Premier League are meeting today, are they going to be taking the same advice? Possibly yes, because as we know, we were told over the weekend, just gone, by the powers that be, that this lockdown can last for anything up to 6 months, as I said on the video on Monday. Will they actually do that? Will they actually aim for July and August? Possibly. I reckon my instincts are saying they would. But I don't think they'll want to. They'll probably eventually get to July and August. But I think the announcement that's coming out today is probably going to be saying June, end of June, beginning of July. That's my gut instinct. And when the news is released, guys, I will be straight on the live conversation with you guys to talk about it. But you know, this apparently is what UEFA are asking everybody to do, and I can see the point. I see the logic completely. It's a little bit early in terms of it, but in terms of the July and August, I know it's a long way off, guys, because we've only just got into April. But the more important thing is the fact that just as Nikki from West Ham Fan TV talked about yesterday, and I'm sure loads of other channels are doing as well, and you and I are talking about it in general anyway, pay cuts from players. I don't care what the Players Football Association are saying. They've always been dickheads, saying that they should seek advice with their union. Fuck off. Agree with Nikki. Fuck off, man. Seriously. As far as I'm concerned, anybody that's on massive wages per week that can look after somebody who's cooking their meals and etc. that are earning more in their week than they are in their entire financial year, the players should be taking a pay cut, and the money should be going to those guys to keep them in employment. Simple as. It really should happen. Carlos Tevez has come out saying, you know, players can live for a long time without getting paid. Why aren't they doing it? It was nice to see that some of the big wigs in Brighton, I think it was Brighton and Hove Albion, were taking pay cut for the next 3 months. It's the financial quarter. Understandable. Everyone's got an extra 3 months to file their tax returns when you're on a self-employed stroke. Do you know what I mean? All the accounting side of it. So fair play to Brighton for doing it. Absolutely loved reading that yesterday. Brilliant news. Why can't West Ham players do it? Why can't every other player in the Premier League and Championship and possibly League One do that as well, for that matter? That's the more important question there. Okay, because at the end of the day, as me and Barry talked about yesterday, the fact that the staff at Spurs, I mean the actual staff, the people that are doing the cleaning, people that are cooking their meals, people that are selling the hot dogs there and all that sort of stuff, you know, all those sort of people, I mean, the real people that keep the club running not the fancy kicking about side we see. The real people that are kicking the club into money every week and every month are being asked to have a 20% pay cut because Daniel Levy is claiming the 80% from the government. Yet, apparently, both us and Spurs are linked with paying heavily for 22-year-old Marseille attacking defensive and central midfielder Maxime Balia-Lopez, 22-year-old right-footed midfielder for Marseille. He's had 23 appearances so far, and with 3 assists. He's started about 10 or 11 by the looks of this information. Transfermarket.com put his value up at. So I should have had this bit prepared a little bit more. Now we know that transfermarket.com is not .co.uk for that matter, I should say, isn't exactly the most reliable of sources when it comes to prices, but they're putting him at £13.5 million. Now, if Daniel Levy and everybody else, and West Ham for that matter, are looking to outbid each other to get this player to come in next season, why in the 7 shades of shit are Spurs telling the people that they need to have a wage reduction? This makes no sense. It's contradictory. Fine, it's great to see that all the clubs are looking to get the medical staff and have their own facilities available to the NHS. But that's great. That's the great morality side of it. I love it. It's brilliant. But that's not the point. That's not the point. Yeah, the point is the fact you're supposed to be looking after everybody that makes the club what it is. The people that clean the toilets, the people that cook the food, the people that attend the shop. Right, granted, some of those won't be in work at the moment because the shop will be closed. But you know what I mean? The backgrounds, the actual, real background people that are running the club and helping the club turn over every single week and every single month and every single year. That really infuriates me that they're Spurs are sponging off the government. Now I realise the irony of this because we're in a taxpayers' stadium. I've always said that ever since we moved in that we should be paying more so the taxpayer gets a bit of a break. We should be paying more. We should be looking after the ground more. We should have our own stewards. Do you know what I mean? It's that side of it. But it really infuriates me. Now I appreciate this link with Lopez, this central midfielder, is a rumour. I appreciate it. But if it's true, then there's massive hypocrisy coming out of Spurs. As simple as that. They want money from the government, yet when everything resumes, they want to pay heavily for a 22-year-old player, completely unproven in the Premier League. You tell me, you give me your thoughts, guys, on this, but this has really, really got my back up. As I say, so are we but going back to the main topic, let me know your thoughts on this as well in terms of, do you think that UEFA were right to try and get people to play football in July and August? So basically, this is the way I'm looking at it, is it's the end of July, beginning of August, which is well within that up to 6 months period we've been told. Do you think the Premier League are actually going to do that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It's a shame we've seen a few subscribers leave over the last couple of days. Sorry to see you guys go, but my channel's obviously not for everybody, and that's fine. I've got no issue with that whatsoever. But but still 64% of you guys over the last 4 weeks aren't subscribers that have been viewing these videos. So please do, if you want to know more, then by all means, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you do, fantastic, welcome. Please also do hit the notification bell so you get to know when new content is going up as well. So guys, thank you very, very much for your time. I will keep you updated as much as I can in the terms of the delay of the Premier League start dates and end dates, etc, etc. But in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves, stay safe, stay at home, protect the NHS and save lives.